Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. I have another tool here we can look at, Xtool D8S. Okay, so we've got it out of the box. We've got a little instruction booklet there that comes with it. Different plugs for different continents, USB to USB-C cable, and the OBD connection wire there. Right, so it's just doing a little bit of an update. I did have this updated and ready to show on a video, but it's just want to do another update here for some reason. Okay, we have a car here we can plug it in on. Okay, we are having a look over the tool here, and what we're going to do first is go obviously just to this diagnosis. The other stuff is just your general stuff that you get on any tablet. So we're looking at the main app, which is the let's try and sort this out. Okay, so that's now loaded up. So we've got diagnostic, we have special functions, reports, updates. So this is where you do your updates. That's all up to date, so we can go back. Special functions, let's have a look at that first. So these are all of your special functions that are listed on here. Again, like I always say in every video, it all varies on the car that you plug it into, whether your car is compatible with any of these. So you got your DPF regens, your ABS bleeding, airbag resets, and all of this other stuff here. Now we can go to auto scan. No, sorry, I haven't picked auto scan there. I've picked, looks like I've just picked, I think if we press the bottom, yeah, auto scan is there. Okay, now that it is scanning as a Land Rover, so it's the first time I've used this actual tool now plugged into a car. I have updated it before the video, but I've used one of these tools before, so I'm familiar with how they work. So I can see, according to this, it's got DIPE protocol, so it's going to load that up now. Slightly slow, or slower than I'm used to. So I don't know what that means. Right, use CAN protocols because the could be the internet is why it's not loading the DIPE. So let's do automatic scan, I think. Okay, that's surprising. It's got this software on it, which is Topology. The last one of these I used, it didn't have this system, it just had the standard list like that. So it's finding some time to find the transmission control module. Okay, so we seem to have lost connection there. It just sort of froze up for 5 minutes, so we're just going to restart it and see what happens. Restart, yeah, reboot the tablet. I have already done that. Okay, we seem to be back in now. It's working. Did have a few niggly points there. It wasn't seeming to be responding very well, but we're here now. Slightly laggy. Everything's a little bit laggy. The screen looks like it slides across. I don't think any of my other tablets do that. They just compress it all into the screen. I think you have that option here. Yeah, there we go. You can zoom it out. Makes it quite small though. Okay, we're finished there. Let's have a look at the PCM, Power Control Module, also known as the ECU. Read the DTCs, DPF clogged, excessive soot, NOx monitoring, and that. B2BAE. Okay, so if we go back to this vehicle, we'll look for live data. Again, it's slightly slow. Okay, group 1, we'll try. Okay, so we've got all of these live data PIDs here. We're going to search for what we're looking for, which is what the fault code has shown us, which is the differential pressure and the soot loading. We don't have it here. Let's type in soot. No. So let's exit that one and try group 2. Okay, so we have just 6 grams of soot, so it seems to be a false error code that maybe did pop up, because we haven't either got the errors on here for it either. We've got exhaust fluid low, but we haven't got a block DPF error. Alright, so that was in data stream 3. We can't find the DPF pressure, but we can find the soot reading, which is relatively low, and that shows that the DPF doesn't need to actually be cleaned. So what we can do here is now try to do a reset of everything. So first we're going to clear the fault codes. We're not going to clear the P2BAE code because the AdBlue is low, and I'll show you that in a minute. Once we top up the AdBlue, that will go away. So we'll probably be left with 2 fault codes in here in a minute. So back in here we'd normally see, these 2 fault codes come back. I'll show you a quick way to fix that while we're in the video here. All that fault code is for the NOx exceedance is just because the AdBlue level is low. Once we get rid of this error, those fault codes will go away just by topping up the AdBlue. So what we're going to look at trying to do now is going back out of here and go to special function, see if we have the options to sort of reset the DPF or reset the AdBlue NOx exceedance. So you've got all of these different units here that you can choose. Okay, so we're just topping up the AdBlue now. Okay, now we should no longer have the warning here for the low AdBlue. So here's some of the options we have on the special functions for the engine. I'm going to have a look at maintenance reset. I'm sure that's just the oil, but it's worth having a look. Oh, well, it's done. Clear configuration, DPF forced regeneration. We don't want to do that. But again, if we go in here, there might be other... No, there's not. So we don't have the full list of items that I'm looking for. Not in there anyway. Okay, so we don't have the NOx or DPF resets on here. Not without trying to make it do a force regen, which is not what I want to do. But now, if we go back, I'll just show you by topping up the AdBlue. We can cancel that. 2017 onwards. Now we're going to go back in and check. Sometimes we can just check the fault code and it's immediately cleared, but what we'll do is turn the engine off. Now clear these codes. Now, like I showed you before, once you clear the codes, you go back in and read them, the fault codes are back again. So we'll start the engine again and then we'll read the fault codes, and now they're gone. Okay, so here's the list of vehicles that it can connect to. This is just to Europe, and we have Asia, America, China, Australia, okay, you have the options obviously to save reports for the diag scan and send them. Don't know what's in the more VCI management endoscope that you can add to it. Okay, that's about it really. So just to look over the actual tool itself, you see it's not Bluetooth enabled, it's wired. It has got a nice stand on the back, which is nice and sturdy. It looks quite tough overall, the actual tool. Doesn't look like something you'd be afraid of dropping, basically. But yeah, other than that, it's just like I've showed, a quick demonstration on how it works and what it's compatible with, what works and what doesn't. So I will put the link in the video description, which will be down there, and I'll see you on the next video.